I'm just sending out the links.
Yeah, we should be live now.
Sounds like you are.
The emails is messing up or something.
No,
No,
I have
Zoom
an issue with Zoom.
Got your alert, so you're live. You are live.
Okay, live Wednesday night with those guys.
You've been trying for about the last half hour.
Well, no, I was having an issue with Zoom, and it wasn't. I don't know. It was an audio issue. Like I said, I was hearing everything with the computer, but for some reason, wasn't hearing anything over on the with Zoom.
Gotcha.
No, from when I was going through with Zoom on YouTube, and I couldn't hear anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to find your live stream.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find myself, because it's not showing.
You're not live.
Sure we are. It's showing live on YouTube.
Yeah, it shows it.
I'm just not seeing a link for it on YouTube.
Right, I got an email alert saying you were live. Let me click. Nope, that's not it. I can't see the chat or anything. I don't know who's. I'm on your channel, and it's supposed to have a live icon on top. In fact, let me show you right here.
No, I see what you're saying. I don't see it either.
Return to meeting. Okay.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so
We started.
I don't know. And I'm refreshing the page. I'm hitting F5.
Yeah, it's not, I don't. Okay, here we go.
Let me call Paul.
It's there.
He's here?
No, the meeting.
Bonner. What's up, Sean?
Oh.
Hey, Ray. Good to see you.
How you doing?
For some reason, we can't find the chat now, Sean.
Okay, go to the top of the page. You see it on the top where it says the stream? Should be there.
It's not on your page. I'm looking at your
page.
It.
I just got it, and I just opened the window.
I got an alert to say you were live.
Yeah, I can go through YouTube. Hold on, let's see.
Refresh.
Number 48. Okay, now I got it. Now I can see it. That's messed up that we had to do it that way, but
no, I just refreshed the page. It was right there.
Oh, well, they're bugging out. We apologize, guys, but between Zoom and YouTube and everybody's
it's the schooling. It's the schooling on Zoom. It's all that stuff.
Yeah, it's because YouTube announced this morning that they were lowering the bandwidth.
Yeah, Netflix did it. Hulu did it. Everybody did it. Everybody did it.
Okay, you're up. I sent Paul an invite.
I sent Paul the invite too. I sent one to everyone.
Okay, all right. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday Nights with Those Guys.
And Wednesday Night with Those Guys are sponsored by
Those Guys.
We got it going this time.
Yeah.
Kind of put on a bit of an American accent.
Santiago, Joe Mac, everyone, Phantom Hodges, all you guys that are jumping back and forth, Logan Carpenter. Thank you very much for.
I want to apologize to you guys for this. This whole thing is a nightmare today. I don't know what happened. I guess there might have been. I had an update recently on my computer. I don't know if that wiped out the settings or something went wrong with it. But something was going on that wasn't supposed to be going on, because this is always set. It's not. I don't interfere with anything. I just know what to do and turn it on.
That's true. Herman believes if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Leave it. You know what I mean? I don't mess with any of the settings. It's set that way when we set it up to run.
I'll be right back.
And it's going funny. I don't know. Hey, but we're here.
Mm-hmm. Always screenshot your page on your settings, man, so you always have it. You know, because things be changing, especially when you do updates. When you do Windows updates, this one usually they take something out all the time, you know.
Yeah, I never understood why.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is. How you guys been doing? Anybody get to fly? I mean, and all this.
Yeah, I was flying yesterday for a little bit, for like an hour, man, just to burn up these batteries, you know.
You know what? I took a walk around town, around the neighborhood, because I had to go to the bank.
Mm-hmm.
People are not paying attention to this quarantine.
No, you know why they're not paying attention? Because yesterday was the first hot, nice day. And all those people, I ain't going to say all of them, majority of those people who are already quarantined for 2 weeks, they were going crazy. So they saw the sun, they came out. Meanwhile, they should have stayed in. You got people jogging with their mouth wide open, jogging up and down the street, like killing me. Like,
dude, it's really.
Go back, you got jokes, right?
I'm scared to go and to go to Brooklyn. Herman was like, "Yo, it's a normal day, except the stores are closed."
Right, a lot of the stores. So you know, it's funny. We have restaurants that are closed, and I went downtown on Fulton Street, and what you call it had the Flight 23.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Flight 23 is off the building.
Off the building.
Off the building.
Yep.
You know, so they are closed. See, I don't know, but Bargain Hunter was open, right?
Yeah, see, Bargain Hunter, they like a big, super oversized 99-cent store, so they don't do good. You know what I mean? Those stores is not having no problem. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, them boys is caking. Cause those are the only place right now you could get Scott paper right now.
If
but but listen, they selling you 2 rolls per customer, 2 rolls now. No more of the big bundles. No more of the big bundles. So you gotta take the dumps now, but it's a half roll. That's it.
You know what?
Take it, put it away.
I don't know if you saw I post on Facebook this thing that I gotten with the guy calculated with the set from the 30 something rolls you get from 30 rolls you get from Costco's.
Yeah.
And a family of 4
mm-hmm.
at 20 sheets
per person.
Yeah, you know, per episode.
Right.
He said you got up to like 100 and something episodes per day. Yeah. So he doesn't understand why people are hoarding the paper.
Yo, for real. Crazy. That like I said, that was somebody did that, some lady did that, mm-hmm. and everybody just went bananas off of it. Like,
they large.
So I agree with you, Ray. Someone out there had a toilet paper fetish, and someone was like, "Yo, there's a reason she's buying all that toilet."
They already
paper.
said it. They said it a couple of weeks ago. Like, this one lady started this whole frenzy. Like,
do you see that?
What's up, TDR Drones? How are you?
And she ran a shelter, so she needed all the toilet paper. So she was like, "Oh, she was just telling people." They was like, "Well, why are you buying all that toilet paper?" She didn't tell them she had a shelter. She said, "Y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready."
Uh-huh.
And that's all she said. That was it. That was it.
What's up, Dump Off? How are you?
But you know what's funny? I had a lady ask me. She goes, "Why aren't you buying toilet paper?" I said, "Because I don't need it."
Bro, you're one person. How many rolls you need? Like me, I'm one person. How many rolls I need? I got a bidet. I got a shower. Like, come on, bro. When I'm done, I'm going to do the split splash. That's it. Shit, man. Listen, man. You know, in the past couple of weeks, I put maybe 5 or 6 bidets in for people. People like, "Yo, Big, can you put me one in?" I've been hooking them up.
Did Paul get the link?
I sent him a text saying that.
Well, Herman, I told you sent me 2 emails that didn't have a link, so maybe he's doing the same thing.
No, I sent it to him. I resent it.
Herman sent it, and I sent it just in case. I sent it to Justin.
I sent one to Justin,
Mr. Crawley.
I don't have Mr. Crawley's email.
I'll give it to you in the private.
So Sean, I was watching your page when the lady was on there with the 4 questions.
Oh, yeah.
And that was hilarious. Yeah, she's good, man. She's good. She's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, she's going to do the weekly drone news update for me every week.
That's cool.
I think it's just it's something different, isn't it? It's just a little bit different and a little bit of fun.
She animated with it and shit like that. It was pretty cool, man. You know
exactly, and it just means you're not seeing the same person all the time. So,
but you're still getting the information, which is most important.
That's
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it.
Hey guys,
because I had to subscribe to you again. That's why
I'm glad you guys said it like that, because the way I was going to say it was going to be kind of mean, but she does look a little better than him.
Well, a few people have commented that I look very different when I've shaved and taken my glasses off.
Well, yeah.
I hope they didn't think that was you after you shaved and taken.
Herman, here's the email for Mr. Crawley in the Zoom chat.
Okay.
Well,
check it out. I mentioned this on Sunday that the FAA had an RFI, and they had issued a request for information.
Yeah.
From small aircraft pilots, such as helicopters, low-level flying planes, and stuff like that. They wanted to find out whether or not the information that they claimed that they needed would be beneficial to them from the remote ID. So
Right.
now you spent all this time coming up with this crazy proposal and having everyone comment on this proposal to now go to the people who you said you were trying to protect,
Right.
to ask them if it is necessary or if this information would benefit them. But you said they needed it.
Huh.
Now I'm just curious to know what they're going to say, because I would like to know what an instrument panel would look like if a pilot is flying and he's notified on
What's
on
up,
the
Desmond?
screen about every single drone that's in his vicinity.
But it also doesn't answer the question of rogue drones, because the rogue drone that is flying, which isn't registered, which has it's they've bypassed the sensors. It's not emitting a signal. That's still going to cause trouble. So it's not going to show the helicopter pilot that drone. It's just going to show them information they don't need, because it will show them lots of drones being flown 100% legally.
Right.
So it's information, as you say, it's confusing. It's going to confuse them even more. They don't need that information.
But see, that's what I thought was funny, because when I looked at how Aeroscope worked, they can see the drone regardless of whether you registered or not.
Yes.
True.
You know?
That's
Hey, Mr. Crowley, what's good?
and I didn't know this, but I just found this out recently. You can see your FPV drone as well. And I did not know this, but I just recently found out that the police helicopters, at least here in New York, the stream is froze. But I'm looking at it in real time through us.
Mm-hmm.
I was flying my FPV drone, and I had landed, and I had saw a helicopter, so I landed, and I said, okay, I'll wait till they get out of the area, and they hovered around and hovered around. So I said, the helicopters, they're hanging out. I'm not going to go anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
The helicopter hovered at about 100 feet and then started going down the beach. By then, I had my battery plugged in. I said, okay, they're going down the beach. So I went back up on a hill, at 17th Street on that grass. I went back up on the hill and I plugged in. I turned my goggles on and I go down the grass and I turn around and I see the helicopter coming back up the beach. So I'm like, well, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
I landed. The helicopter stood and hovered right there over the sand where I was in the grass. And a police car actually went by, but they looked at me and saw when they passed the first time, and it just pulled off. That was it. I stayed on the ground and they pulled off. I said, you know what? If he came back, he probably either it's the 5.8 gigahertz frequency or the 2.4 on the video, but it's one of the two that they can identify. I just thought it was strange that he pulled off down the beach, and when I went up in the air, he came back up the beach.
This was at the beach, right?
Yeah, on 17th Street, on the tall grass.
It's about to be a new law. They're about to close all parks, all beaches, all
in New
parks
York
and
City
recreation in New
because
York
people
City.
are not staying the hell home.
Yeah.
I would believe that. Now, where I was, the police that drove past me when the helicopter came by had passed me going down the beach because they're used to me standing there flying.
I
What
think
happened?
This was recent?
This happened yesterday morning.
Okay, the undercover dude at the park put them on to you.
Yeah.
You mean
He
the
said-
valet?
He said he's gonna come
the
when
guy
I'm
that
not
was
there.
deep undercover in the park, hiding behind with the goggles. The guy
Hey.
that had the binoculars checking you out.
Remember the guy with the van that I posted footage of?
They put you on high alert out
He
there.
said, yeah, he's out there now because I'm not working. He think he's slick.
No, dude with the van, the New York City Department of Parks.
Stopping on Jay.
He now I know he was BSing me because he said he came to the park every day around the same time, around 11, right? That was the first time he stopped me. And I said, okay, I won't come to the park at 11. So me and this guy Carl, how to fly FPV, were in the park at about 1:30. We're flying. It's about 2:30 now. What do I see? The van coming from the state park coming down. I told Carl, I said, how much you want to bet that dude's going to drive up in here? And he came into the park and he drove. I actually got footage of it too.
Mhm.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
But
but-
he got over to us.
Mhm.
We had finished flying. So I said, just close the bag. And we stand here. So Carl lit us. He smoked cigarettes. So he lit a cigarette. We're standing there looking at our phones. And on the video, you see him coming up. And I walk up to him and I smile. And I go, yo, hey, what's up? How you doing? And he nods and keeps going. You know that little end of the sidewalk by the skate park, Herman? Where
Mhm.
the sidewalk ends? He drove off that, made a U-turn, and came back and drove past with the driver's side facing me. And I was like, we were just leaving. And he was like, and he just kept driving off. I got the whole thing on video.
They're gonna tackle you out there one day.
Huh?
They're gonna tackle you out there one day. That's gonna be
Listen. If you ever hear of a man, a drone pilot tased in Queens, it was probably them. They're dying. I believe if they catch me by myself one day, they're gonna beat me up, especially the ugly female that sits next to him.
What's that? You got the disclaimer on here?
Hold on, let's see. Where the hell did I put that?
So is everybody healthy?
Oh yeah, we
For
good. We're good.
today,
We're good.
Right now, at this
for
time.
today, yeah.
No,
Sean's hacking.
I'm good.
Unfortunately, I know a couple of my friends who have it, man. Like about 4 or 5 of my friends who have it, man.
Yeah.
I was checking on people today, and I so far haven't heard anything. No one.
Guy I know's on a respirator right now.
Oh, God.
He has it. He had pneumonia a couple of weeks ago, and then bless you, and then he had bless you again, and then he went.
Everybody should run through the line.
Then he went down to Florida and came back, and he ended up he has it. He has it really bad, and they had to put him in an induced coma. I'm like, oh my God!
Yeah.
Like, I just saw this guy like a couple of weeks ago. Oh,
Shit happens
Crazy.
fast, man. Once you
crazy
got-
good.
it
Everybody got
happens
to take
fast.
care, man. Take care of yourself. So we're here to do the show, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, so we here to live and take care of our families, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's most important. Hey,
That's a given.
Lawrence, you still there?
Yeah.
You remember when we were talking? What was it? Sunday we mentioned it too about France and the eight UTM
UTMs,
providers that they were going after, and we knew about Unifly,
right.
right? But you remember I told you about Airbus and Pix4D that they were going to be doing it as well. I found a couple of other people. Altitude Angel and Involi.
Who?
Involi.
Never heard of them. Sound like you were sneezing.
Mhm.
Never heard of them. Those are. What's the name of one of them?
Dolies.
Altitude Angel is a British company.
Yes.
Okay.
And
They do all of our drone mapping and stuff here for the CAA.
okay.
Okay. So they're definitely European based.
And
Yeah.
Involi.
Okay, that's interesting because
Then they have
They've done a lot of good work for us. They actually have a system that I subscribe to where they will send me a text when I'm flying to tell me if there's an aircraft in my area.
Okay.
interesting.
It warns you off of the radar system and then converts it to a text message.
Well, actually, a lot of the systems that I've seen and heard, I think are pretty good. You know, from what they were saying. That's why I mentioned Altitude Angel, because they're supposed to be partnering with Involi to provide U.S. operation mapping and
Oh, right. Excellent.
what is it? They said that they actually work together. Remember I mentioned to you, Lawrence, about that conference that went on in Africa at the African Drone Forum?
Yeah.
Yeah, they work together down there for the unmanned traffic management in Africa.
Okay. Well, Africa right now they're setting an example. That contest is it a contest that they're having now?
No, that They actually have working drones going on in Africa right now.
No, I know, but I thought there was some. Maybe I have my stories mixed up. There's some place where they're having a bunch of. If you can build a drone.
Oh no,
Oh,
that was
that was we were talking about it last Sunday. The
that was
test.
that
Yeah.
endurance challenge that they
Yeah.
had for search and rescue.
Right.
they
You
were-
can build a drone
Right,
and
they
it
were
can
looking for-
perform certain functions as well as carry a 10-pound weight. You could probably have the Coast Guard or what other companies are building drones back you, and you can get this job. Because I'm sure they're not doing it for nothing. I'm more than sure of it.
Well, that's just like recently now the United States government has opened the door for Raytheon to start selling the what is it? The Coyote, Coyote Buck 2 contact it's like anti-drone gun. It's
Yes.
supposed to take out your drone.
Did you say Raytheon?
Yes.
Huh? No, Raytheon.
Raytheon.
It's the Raytheon Coyote anti-drone UAV gun.
Yeah,
It's a gun that you
Raytheon
would
is
shoot.
going to be selling it. But it's
I'm actually hold on. You actually launch it from a plane,
Coyote
helicopter,
Block 2.
plane, helicopter, boat. If you can launch it, you can own it. I'm on the page right now. If you want to see what it looks like real quick. But it's anti-drone tech. And they're not playing because this is it right here. It looks like a long missile. It ejects from a helicopter or a shot from a plane, and the wings swing out like the Tomahawk missiles, and it will find multiple drones, not just one, but it can attack multiple drones and fly back to wherever the hell it's got to fly back to. It's called the Coyote UAS, and it says this is most capable in its class. Unmanned aircraft is small, expendable. Expendable means they don't have to retrieve it, or they can be deployed from the ground, air, or ship.
Them guys, they make all the radar systems for the boats.
This is it right here. Hold on. I can only play it for a few seconds,
counter drone
and then I have
weapon.
to stop. Yeah, I have to play it for a few seconds and stop it so Herman doesn't get demonetized. But this is the company.
Raytheon.
Hold on.
There's Raytheon.
I'm trying to get past it. I'm trying to find it here. Here it is. This is what it looks like. You drop it, and it launches itself.
Wow.
From a chute, it launches itself. That's about all I can show. That's launching from the ground. They have multiple tube users and everything. So I'll put the link to this page.
It works.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. They've
But
already tested it.
I don't see them using that for one particular drone though.
No, this is supposed to be for multiple UAS, UAS, small UAS.
So I mean, if we're doing a meetup, they're gonna pop up on us then. Because
listen,
I think that's for infrastructure, isn't it? Rather than
that's
being
more, like in the Middle East, they're using drones to do surveillance.
Israel and
stuff.
things.
Yeah, that's for more like for craziness.
Narvis.
Yeah.
Narvis, can you take off my my email address?
Oh, hold on a second. Let me get that. I gotta make sure.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry about that. I meant to copy this. Wait. Oh wow! I see what happened.
What?
I went and hit paste.
To where?
Ray probably already had his email and copy already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raytheon builds the Patriot missile too. Those ones that shoot other missiles down.
That's right.
Here you go. Here's the page.
And they use those, and like
I'm
what,
sorry,
10 years
Mr.
ago,
Crawley.
they came out with the Patriot missiles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put
That shit won the war, yo. That shit was
Yeah.
something. Man.
They saved a lot of people.
What? You fire it, we shooting it down.
Yep.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but that's the actual page for the Coyote, Raytheon, UAS, anti-UAS. Now they have videos. Now I see this more on the military, like Sean says, infrastructure type stuff. I could see them pulling up one of these trucks. If you go to that link and you see the page, you'll see a Locust demo. Now the Locust is a multi-shooter. I think each one has about 6. So if you have 3 of them, that's 18 shots you have. That's if you
How
need
big
to
are
fire.
those things about?
From what I saw on a table, it looks like
They're like
a
22 feet,
3
feet.
foot,
Yeah.
a 3 to 4 foot tube.
Mm-hmm.
But and it actually has a little prop in the back of it, and it glides.
Yeah.
But you can see those videos in detail. But
Listen,
And they probably control it too.
I'm quite sure it works.
well, from what I understand, they
I
fly.
don't want to take the
From what I
chance.
understand, they fly
Take
autonomously.
the word for it.
Exactly.
You
No,
hear
it does.
right?
They fly autonomous.
It flies autonomously. All you do is launch it, and it will tune into the 5.8 or 2.4 gigahertz or whatever that drone's transmitting on. It'll lock into that frequency. It probably has a whole database of different frequencies
So if
that
somebody's
are on
landing
phone
out,
level.
so if somebody's landing outside your window, move away from the microwave.
Yeah,
And away
basically.
from the drone.
What's up
Basically.
above and
Because
beyond?
it
How
could
are you?
take out one of the two.
Basically.
That's the same thing that the Patriot missile has. It does the same thing. It goes up and it finds the
Seeks
missile,
out. Yeah.
it stays linked on it, and it goes in and destroys it.
Yeah, well, this one can supposedly do multiple because it can take out a drone here, fly to the next spot, take out that drone. So if
That's
you
pretty
call
cool.
yourself doing surveillance or putting up 2 or 3 drones in an area spread apart, this thing could probably take, and I'm pretty sure it could take all 3 of them out.
That's insane.
And whatever it shoots, look at the
I don't-
video.
I don't think
Sean,
it'd
I expect
be-
to see a video from you next week on this. But
I actually did a video on this a while ago.
Oh,
on the
see,
Raytheon.
then,
Yeah.
then you got to put a link. You got to put a link up.
Mhm.
Oh,
You definitely got to put a
I
link
don't
up.
see it taking out things that are necessary. Like you said, it's not for that kind of operation.
Well, right now in the Middle East, the issue is they're using drones to direct drivers through roadblocks and stuff. So if you can launch one of these, they're blind. That driver doesn't know where to go, and more than likely he'll hit a roadblock because that's how they've been doing a lot of bombing over there. They send a drone up, they send it up to about whatever height it is. It's definitely illegal here in the States, and they direct the driver, left turn here, go 5 blocks, right turn here. And you've seen the videos.
No, I'm trying to listen to what you're saying. They do that with a drone.
Well, they're using drones to direct the drivers with bombs in their trucks.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, actually.
But they're also sending the drones themselves over, aren't they? Even Phantoms and things with grenades strapped to them and that type of thing. So,
Yes. Yeah, they're trying to trying with payloads.
Yeah.
As well.
It's actually a skill that snipers are now. Because obviously in a lot of combat situations, a platoon on the ground will be covered by a sniper, and the snipers are actually now practicing by shooting Phantoms down.
Yeah.
And they're taking them out as they're coming in. It's one of the new things they're looking out for, and obviously these snipers are amazing. So they're taking
Don't run, you only die tired.
They're shredding these things with the first bullet, which is amazing.
Right. So you figured they're probably gambling. I could probably take him out at about 600 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is nothing to play around with. But I was talking with Hadley. You guys know him, Hadley's famous FPV.
Okay.
And he put me on to a site that he's going to build a drone from. And everyone's coming out with these waterproof silicone bodies for the Phantoms and all that stuff. There is an actual company out there, and thank you, Hadley. I don't know if he wants me to show too much of this, but I'll be brief. That makes waterproof drones. When I say waterproof drones, this is for the kind of drone pilot that does a lot of flying over water. If you have lost a signal or whatever mishap, your drone will hit the water and float there until you pick it up. And then there are some drones in this company.
If you could pick it up.
Now there are some drones in this company that will actually hit the water, and if they're not damaged, you'll be able to take off again.
Well, that other drone, the splash drone, does that all the time.
Well, this
It
company
falls in the water always.
This company here
designed for.
I'll see.
I'm
what I
waiting
can
for the
do.
drone that can fly, dive into the water, keep diving in deeper, and then come back up and go up into the
What's
air.
up, Paul?
I do actually have a drone. Do you remember that toy drone from Parrot that you connect the little drone to the hydrofoil?
Uh-huh.
And
You
I
see
have
these
that
here?
one.
Mhm.
Oh.
All of these drones are carbon fiber,
Right.
but the one that interests me and Hadley said he's going to try and build this one here
Okay.
because it's designed for a 5 or 6 inch FPV,
Nice.
and it's totally waterproof. Like I said, it would be cool to see someone lose a drone and actually pull up in a boat and take it out the water and still
Be
have the
very
data
cool.
and
That's
battery and
cool.
everything
I'd
still
like to see
intact.
it.
What's up, Bill? How are you, coast to coast? What's up, Paul? What happened, Paul?
So, Bill,
I had a hard time coming in, but it worked out.
Oh, you see, Paul, you're probably one of those people that have 6,000, 20,000 emails, right?
Yeah.
Say no more.
Hey, Lawrence, did you check this one out? What's this? Impossible Aerospace?
What is it?
Impossible Aerospace?
Impossible?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they're a company.
You've heard of them, right, Sean?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
an incredible company. They're doing some
Yes,
amazing
they want to
things.
fight crime now.
Yeah.
They have announced a plan to set up a drone system that's going to dispatch a drone to 911 calls.
Oh,
They're going to set up
did
stations on
see
the roofs of
something.
buildings.
you know what,
Whereas
guys?
that they can actually send these things out on the call once the call comes out in 911 area, and they can get to the spot, and they can even, be able to drop. What do you call it?
Hold on, you
necessary-
guys are gonna love this, Herman.
What
It's
happened?
funny you say that because as you were talking about it, I was typing it up, and this is an actual one of the actual. This is the actual page, but it takes off. You can have them strategically placed on rooftops throughout the city, and if there's a 911 dispatch, this bird will take off right here and fly to the area, and before the police can get there, do full surveillance, etc.
That's right. Yeah. And they are actually ahead of the game as well because their drones are already being used by SWAT teams.
You want to know what?
Um,
It's going to come to a time and point here where drones are going to be talking to each other just like the airplanes do. Plain and simple.
Go ahead,
Everyone's
Herman.
gonna know- Everyone's going to know where
it's-
everyone is.
it's already being used right now. They're saying it's in phase 1.
Yeah.
With fire departments and police departments in California.
Oh,
I watched a really good video of it actually in use with a SWAT team in Los Angeles, and they actually managed to catch a guy who was held up inside a cafe, and the drone actually noticed that the gas they'd thrown in hadn't actually subdued the suspect. So the SWAT team were literally about to burst in there after because they thought the guy would be on the floor. But the drone was able to see in through the windows at a particular angle and confirm that he was still moving around. So that obviously stopped those officers risking their lives.
Okay.
It also stays in the air for an incredible amount of time because literally every part of it, of the frame, is a battery.
Okay.
And it also has the ability to be tethered so it can stay up for hours.
I'm reminding you.
Well, it also has a thermal camera on it. It can also search.
I see you, Lynn. What's up,
Day and
explicit?
Lynn,
She had one already.
No, she didn't.
No, I thought she did. I had given it to her. What happened?
Hey, Herman,
Well, you're late.
did you already do a drop?
No, because we were waiting for you to remind us.
Ah,
up explicit.
But the fact,
So what
you
we
know
were-
what,
we were-
Sean? I
We were
think that
talking
company,
about something
that has the-
cut it off to get a drop.
that company that has the police drones, I
Yeah.
think that's the best thing you could do out there because I could see someone calling a police officer on me for flying my drone in the evening, and one of these drones being dispatched, and they'll say, okay, he's flying legal, he has the RFID, leave him be.
Well,
Is
you
it
know, it's funny. These
unrestricted
things,
airspace or Class G airspace?
have you
Yeah.
seen it operate, Lawrence? Because it has a very serious thermal camera on this thing, and this thing can go for a long period of time, and it can detect a lot of different images, the distinctive, you know.
Oh, hold on. Let me
What's
put the
what?
link for you guys so you guys can check it out yourself.
Like
But
in a house.
I've actually spoken to somebody at Impossible Drones
Okay.
on a previous video, and they said they were going specifically for this marketplace.
sorry, that's Raython. Wrong one.
They're going specifically for this marketplace because it's
Oh, it is.
effectively an unregulated zone, if that makes sense. If the police want to use it, they'll just use it. You don't have trouble with future regulations and that type of thing. So
Here it is.
Okay.
I put the wrong one. I'm having a problem cutting
losing
and
it
pasting
over there.
today. Cutting and pasting today. I suck. All right, there we go. That's the Impossible Arrow coming to a neighborhood near you. I so hope they try it out in New York. I really, really do, because to see one of those X's flying across the sky with the lights, you're like, oh,
it would
where
be
they
cool,
going?
wouldn't it?
You know, everyone's gonna drop what they're doing and look to see where it's going, right?
Although perhaps with lockdown across the world at the moment, we don't want these things quite yet. Why are you leaving your house?
welcome,
Go back
Lynn.
inside, sir.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
really, really like to see something like that.
Hey, Sean, are you familiar with the Farnborough Farm? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Farnborough International Air Show.
Yep, it's actually literally, no word of a lie,
Uh-huh.
it's 0.7 miles that way
Listen, click the
Okay.
like
where I'm
button,
sat right
guys.
now.
And the Royal International Air Tattoo.
Yeah, that's in Fairford, over in more towards the west of the country.
Well, they've both been canceled this year.
Oh
dude.
yes, oh yes. Well, I'm normally on a flight path here for Farnborough, which is literally, as I say, 0.7 miles that way, and it's just silence at the moment. It's a part RAF, part private place. It doesn't really have any have any of the commercial planes going there, but we have a lot of planes going in, smaller ones, and it's silence at the
Yeah,
moment.
they
It's-
supposedly have the two biggest air shows in the UK.
Yeah, the Farnborough one is a huge commercial show, so it's incredible because you get to see like the 777s coming in and landing in what is effectively a smaller airport. It's got a very long runway, but the airport itself is much smaller. And although due to complaints, they've actually stopped the public show at Farnborough now, so it was only going to be a commercial show.
777s.
777s, yeah. I mean, it's a small airport, but it's part private, part military. So it's got the very long military runway. So they were able to bring everything in, and like on the business days, as they used to call them, which was Wednesday to Friday, you could go literally outside the fence and get so close to these things landing and get amazing photo.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible.
Okay, guys, let's get the drop. Here we go. Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
Those guys.
Lawrence. You got anything on the FPV world?
Other than that particular waterproof drone, which I don't know if Hadley wanted me to show
Now, you know,
but
that waterproof drone body that you showed there, that looks like it would be nice for anything, whether it would be like for if they put
Well,
a camera on
it's-
the bottom that in a waterproof situation that, you know, with a gimbal somehow.
well,
that
what they're
could be- yeah,
doing, what
something
I
like
can't
that.
reveal the company because Hadley was talking to me earlier and he was saying he wants to build one. And he can't figure out why people don't start using these bodies. The bodies are expensive. How much is 200 euros, Sean?
200 euros to US dollars. I think it might be about 250. Let me do a thingy.
Yeah, they're charging anywhere from $125 to about $200, $300 for the bodies, but they're all graphite bodies. And everything is waterproof to the point where your SD card, your battery, everything inside, once it hits the water, if it splashes, if the props are on top and it's not upside down, he said some of them recenter, some of them flip back up and take off out of the water, you know, so it's kind of interesting to see where they're going with waterproof drones. And
Obviously,
they did have that
the
one
rate
with
has
the
dropped
4K
out.
camera. I remember that one,
What happened?
but they just had bad advertising, I think.
Yeah. the rates obviously dropped out completely in the last.
But the
couple of
main
days.
purpose of it is because they have a lot of FPV drones and a lot of drones that do camera work over water. We did a story on it last week or the week before. Company lost while doing practice maneuvers for the Coast Guard and search and rescue. They lost a $26,000 drone.
Yeah,
Because
with that style of drone, I understand what you're saying, but even if it was waterproof, it'd be lost.
if the M210 was waterproof, it would probably sink anyway because
No,
as
but I'm
heavy
saying
as it is.
they're water resistant to the point of they can take water that's dropping on it, but submerging,
Yeah.
it's trash. It's trash after that.
Exactly. Trash.
Orca came out with their goggles finally.
Well, all I know is it would be great if you went down in the water and you could go with a boat or whatever and retrieve your drone and still have the SD card and battery and everything intact. You know,
Okay.
so if, for example, when Elliot lost his drone over Coney Island,
That wouldn't have helped him because he wouldn't have known where it was.
true, it would have drifted out to sea anyway, right?
He didn't know where it was.
Well, he claimed he was 50 feet from the end of the boardwalk.
Then he should have seen what took it out.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. That's true.
I mean, I wear these things, but I can see 50 feet away.
Paul, what are you doing, man? You shopping again?
No, I'm saying hello to people in the chat in writing. So I don't want to disturb the discussion.
Jump on in.
Actually, for the FPV, they came out. Orca had a pair of goggles that came out that actually hit the market now. You can
Oh,
actually,
Orca, Justin Hadley, he did a review. He did a long distance test with the Orcas.
yeah. Anyway, a lot of people had the sample to check, but now you can actually physically go.
Now
out
you
and
can
buy
actually buy them. What are they? Like $1,000, $900?
$649.
Huh?
$649 at Race Day Quads.
Wow.
So, or get FPV. I mean, Okay. But I mean, Fat Sharks are going to run you for HCO2s are running you
No,
600.
above and beyond. We know the M210 isn't waterproof. I had put up a picture of some waterproof drones that are like racing drone class and mid 360 millimeter class, like Phantom size. And we were saying, imagine if the Matrice 210 was waterproof. If it was, it'd probably be so damn heavy it would sink anyway.
6 batteries on that Joker.
What happened?
I said 6 batteries is on that Matrice.
So Sean, when are you going live again?
We're going live from Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, and then it's going to be from there every Tuesday after that. The last one was just a test. I had a specific subject, obviously, to cover.
Hey, Sean,
Yes, sir.
I had a comment on your latest one today.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you really turned out nice. What kind of a body cream are you wearing?
Well, it's a very special yoga exercises that I carry out beforehand. I can only hold that face for about 5 minutes. So I have to record very short videos.
Because
But
I
it
mean,
works.
wow, the big eyes and the whole bit. Wow.
That's funny.
I think you're going to increase viewership for sure, Sean. Not that you're not pleasant in this state,
It's
but
just
in the
mixing
other
things
state,
up.
wow.
It's just trying to mix things up a little bit and do something
Oh,
a
you
little bit
mixed it
different.
up big time.
It's the facial, Paul. It's that facial cream he uses, right?
Oh, man.
Wow. Is it like you put it on at night or in the morning?
No, it's literally, I contort myself so far through yoga that it literally just changes my structure so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, Sean.
Thank you. I shall.
That's funny. Where's my
Hey.
headphone?
Hey guys, have you heard of this Sunshine Coast Research Project?
Oh, what? No,
Sunshine Coast Research Project.
no.
Well, what they're doing here, they have this. You heard about what happened, I guess, over in Australia with the fires and everything like that.
Yeah.
But what they're using is they've adapted this algorithm that's supposed to help the thermal cameras to be able to detect
The
koalas.
koalas. The koalas.
Yes, so they can
I saw
they
a
can
small
save the
story on
koalas.
it.
Yeah,
they
there's a
have
video
whole-
from about a month ago on my on my channel about that as well. Actually,
they
You
have
guys
whole
are so
thing.
late. Sean's on it.
But I'm saying they
It,
have
it gets that breaking news.
they have adapted the what do you call it? This algorithm supposedly to detect the heat from the koalas.
it's incredible, isn't it? It's such a clever idea. So they know which ones are injured
Right.
before they go up there and start messing with them. I think that's so clever.
Yeah, they claim they haven't been able to count, but as of yet, but they claim they've lost millions of animals and species and stuff in Australia due to those fires.
I believe it's actually got a B at the beginning.
A billion. I was trying to be modest about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about
It
that.
just sounds like such a huge number, doesn't it, to say out loud? You just think there's no way. There's just no way. But yeah, they're saying it's now 1 billion animals estimated to have died in the fires.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, the forest and whatever
What does
burned
that
up.
do for like the whole ecosystem?
Changes it forever.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that happen.
Yeah. It's
Well,
changed
right
forever.
there,
Isn't it?
there's a hole in the ecosystem. Pretty much there's a hole in the ecosystem. Can somebody give me?
Who's that?
Oh God.
There it is.
Oh man.
There's what we're talking about right there.
This is what happens when Sean has his eyebrows plucked.
That's right.
No, apparently he does this yoga routine before he films.
Listen,
She's a very talented lady. She will be a star one day. I guarantee it.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. She has a big following.
Yeah.
Yep. I tell you what, as soon as I saw that, it's like, what is he doing?
Hey Ray, Lynn says, "What's for dinner?" I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds like he's in the back of the kitchen somewhere, scrambling around in there. Hey, Ray, what are you doing? Lynn wanted to know what was for
Ray's a
dinner.
cooking. He's a cooking.
Yeah, I got things perking now.
So
I will also be right back.
okay. So Paul, what's been good?
Well, I got perked up when Geek Savannah had his latest entry on YouTube, and other than that, it's really kind of great flying weather. But I have nothing to fly. There's no ships. The one ship went by this morning when I was on live with Canadian Drone Hub, and there's no ship coming up yet.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
They opened up the locks here a couple of days ago, so the ships are starting to move now.
all right. So you're gonna be busy.
Yeah, it's the vacation is going to be over shortly.
That's funny because I want to get out and fly. I wasn't starting to break. Other than today, we had a little rain. Tomorrow's supposed to be good, but we got quarantine. They want to lock down and stop people from meeting each other. So,
Hey, with that Phantom V2 you got, we can't sit next to each other anyway. So,
well, that's what I was telling Lawrence. I said,
Yeah.
if you could meet me at the location,
yeah,
it's all good.
it's all good.
You
Yeah,
can stand over there. I stand over here.
yeah. Till you get your elbow bump on the go out, yo. That's it. Yeah, nothing personal. Like this, how we got to be right now.
You know, that's about it. I mean, I've been trying. But my thing is, my father, he's 84 years old.
Oh yeah.
And he want me to come downstairs, and I keep telling him, like, listen, the back and forth, that's not good.
And my mom's 75, and when I call her, I could just hear the attitude on the phone, and I tell her I ain't come there. It hurts my heart, man. But you got to understand, Mom. Like, you got everything in the world in that house right there. I was shopping for 2 weeks for you. You are stacked up the gills. The door can't even open. The closet can't even close. You good. Having me coming around there is not a good thing right now. Like, come on.
Yeah, because you come into contact with other people passing by and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
People
I know
still
how
coming
bad
down
it is
to
for
the
you.
dock.
You in the same building with your dad. That's gotta be worse, man. Wow.
So if I had to tell him, sometimes I'm not coming down
Nah.
there. And he'll call me.
Now I wear the mask. If I go to my mom, I wear the mask. But then again, your clothes, your clothes are
Ray,
exposed. Yes, sir.
Ray, is your mom computer literate or?
Nah. She does the hand scrabble and stuff like that. Stuff like that. But yeah, stuff like that
too.
And then she be on the phone with her sisters and them. She communicate back and forth with her sisters and them, her brothers on the phone. They have some kind of thing they do on the phone. But I told her, I was like, listen, just chill out. You got TV, you good. Like, I'm right here. Like, if you call me, like you need something, because she has her aide that takes care of her during the daytime. So
okay,
if she needs something, you send her. Send her. I make sure she got a mask on, the gloves on. Like, can't play around when you get that certain age with them right now, man. I can't afford that. So I said she don't understand that, but I think she got it now.
Well, Lawrence is going through the same thing at the house there because his wife kicked him out earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced they're just trying to kill me.
Okay.
There comes a time where once you pay the insurance for the month, it's open game. Stuff falls out of the cabinets.
Lawrence's wife is officially working from home now, and it's like he doesn't get his space anymore.
He's officially punked. He can't even get on a video, do a video, nothing. Lawrence doing videos in the middle of the night with duct tape on his eye, holding it open. Come on, that's got one like 10 more clips. 10 more clips. We got 10 more clips.
Yeah, that's what I have to do now. I have to edit everything at night now. But I don't mind. You're getting a laptop, right, Diane? You're getting a laptop, right?
He don't mind, but you're getting a laptop, right?
I'm surprised he's not boogieing down to Best Buy and getting it now.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe by the
end of this week.
You got to call on. You got to order. Damn, how you gonna get the laptop? Right? Best Buy ain't an essential business, is it?
That's true. Nothing's open.
Well, Best Buy has curb service here.
Well, no, Best Buy. Wait, where are the Best? Well, they have a few Best Buys here, but I don't think they're open. That's not essential.
I think here what it is if you call and order it and you pay for it over the phone, they will bring it out to you.
Well, today is to check this out. This is March 25th, right?
Yeah.
If you order something, then this is what we got on Amazon here in New York. If you order something on Amazon, they're paying you anywhere from $1.50 to $3 to not rush order it. They're giving you $1.50 to $3 not to rush order. Now, if you just don't have, and that's with Prime. If you don't have Prime, Amazon Prime, today's the 25th of March. They're telling you won't get your order until May. They just said, to hell with April. Yep. This is May. They're not.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is it that bad over there in the UK?
Huh?
Is it that bad in the UK, Sean?
Well, we're on essential lockdown. We're only allowed to leave the house once a day to go for a walk or something, or to buy food. Otherwise, unless you're a key worker, stay at home.
But I mean, does like Amazon still delivering there and that kind of thing, or?
Yeah. They've just got a system where they ring the doorbell, they put the box on the floor, then they back off to the edge of the road and wait for you to open your door and pick it up, and that's it. So rather than standing there and handing it to you or anything.
UPS, Post Office, FedEx, DHL, they still full throttle.
Yeah, they still working.
Yep.
Still full throttle.
Yep, they're all still working.
I saw them out there the other day.
I saw Postal today too.
So they'll deliver, because most Amazon packages that I've ever gotten comes through UPS.
Yeah.
Very rarely do I get the courier come and drop the package and take a picture and run away.
If I order stuff from Amazon and it's small like that, those LED lights for the drone, that come on USPS.
Yeah, right. That come in the mail.
Yeah, little small stuff.
I saw the courier do that downstairs with the neighbor, and I'm like, yo, how does that prove that the package was delivered? How do we know you didn't pick it up after you took the picture and leave with it?
Right. Right. Take the picture, pick the package back up and go.
Yep, exactly.
That doesn't prove anything.
But
Just
it's
prove you took a
making,
picture.
but it is making these Amazon should have the best bowling team in the world, because the way I've seen them bowl packages
Yeah.
across sidewalks and upstairs, how do you bounce a box up the stairs and get it to
Oh,
land in
that's
front
easy.
of the door? That takes experience.
Well, you know who started that? FedEx.
True. Yeah,
You know how many
FedEx.
FedEx
No,
drivers
but see,
got in trouble
FedEx
for
just
hoisting TVs and
FedEx
stuff over
was
the
just swinging your stuff, flinging it.
fence? You saw the one with the TV where
Uh-huh.
the guy just held the side of the box and hurled
Yeah.
it over the fence. It
Yeah.
bust up
As
the
clear as
TV
day,
one
it said.
time.
As clear as day, it was television.
He's
Lynn
called
says she
Rhino
ordered
Kid.
something on Amazon this morning and it'll be there Saturday.
Yeah,
Huh.
see, they delivery. UPS.
Hey, Diane, you better check Amazon and see what the ordering time is. People
Yeah.
are getting their stuff. Oh, it depends on the product. That's true.
Yeah.
If it's here in the States, you might get it quicker than. Yeah, there's
Nobody want
no.
to come over that bridge.
They don't want to come out here, right?
Yeah, they want to come over the bridge. They
Listen,
heard,
man,
they heard you live to the left of the McDonald's.
It's not bad out here. It's not that bad out here. Seriously. I grew up out here.
Ah, nah, Far Rockaway is not a bad place. Actually, it's honestly, it's up and coming. They had
What happened?
it's up and coming. They had a thing on one of these one of those shows where they talk about they take you on a tour of these homes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I saw a house out there in Far Rockaway near the beach. Man, if I lived there, I'd be flying right off that little deck on the roof every day out over that beach.
I know what you're talking about.
There's a
really
nice
tall
little
homes
white,
down
there was
the
a
beach.
white house, looks sort of like a little castle.
Down the beach. It's down the
Mhm.
beach.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
I know it's on the other side of town.
Yeah. It's on the other.
You hear that, Paul?
Yep,
There's my side of town, and then there's the other side of
the
town.
other side. Yep.
It's on the other side of town.
Yeah, they have a few rooftop houses down there. Well, they have one where you have two tenants, a tenant on the second floor, a tenant on the third floor, and you have the ground apartment. Now there's a stairway on the side of your apartment that goes straight past their bedroom doors and up to the roof. Now, what's messed up about that is if you're having a party and you didn't invite the people between the two floors there, you're going to be banging and making noise up on the roof above them. And then every time someone comes up or down the stairs, it's going past their master bedroom.
Well, the house I saw was a single home unit, family, standalone.
Do that, right?
Standalone. I'm telling you, I love this place. It had a multiple bedrooms in it. I didn't know they were building stuff like that in Far Rockaway. It didn't look like it was brand new.
Hey, Lynn, how you know Rockaway is too expensive? Not out here, please.
Oh,
No.
actually, it's getting there.
No.
I'm trying to tell you this.
I don't know. All I know
property I'm
is
telling you about it's not affordable.
I tell my friends, if you don't own your own house out here, you
Yeah.
gotta go. And it's sad, but what they're doing out here is they're buying someone's house, right, for a crazy price, and then but the people are going and telling the neighbor, someone brought my house for this crazy price, right? Then they go to the neighbor and offer the neighbor a lesser price, but still a little crazy. And then once they have two homes, word spreads out on the block, and there's two homes and nobody else sells out. Paul,
There
hey
you go.
Diane, Paul's really pushing it. There's a computer here for you for $624.
When
Hold
would they
on, let me see the
deliver it?
specs. Hold on, let me see the specs, Paul.
Okay, they're right there.
There's 16 gig of RAM, 16 gigs of RAM, half a terabyte, fast boot. No, that's more than what you need. Not bad, Paul. No,
How much?
but Paul, find something with about 32 gigs of RAM.
32
Yeah,
gigs.
because she's bougie now because her husband was a computer tech.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so now she's like 16
But
gigs of
what-
RAM.
You know what
man.
But that's that new RAM. It's equivalent to fast RAM, and it's a fast boot.
I
so,
know it's supposedly your machine is up within 6 to 10 seconds.
Normal.
I mean, my desktop
Basic computers are coming with 16. Nobody's coming with 32 unless you personally order a 32, but they all coming with 16 now.
Yeah, well, the way it goes with computers now, they do come standard 16, but
Mhm.
if you get 32 on memory, you give up storage space.
Right.
If you get a lot of storage space, you're giving up speed.
Yeah, one of the two.
That's how they're selling them now.
Yeah.
But
Or you could get Justin to make you a Frankenstein.
a
They got the
Frankentron, right?
best. They got the best of both worlds on it.
Mhm.
That's true.
But you can't make no laptop though.
But
Nah,
she
that's
doesn't
the only
know.
problem.
No,
All right, so
no,
that's
no.
it. Yeah.
Listen, all she needs is a laptop so she can sit on the couch and work
Yeah,
right
and the
there.
laptop be better for her too because she's not gonna want to sit up in that hard chair all day.
No, she's short. First of
Yeah.
all, her head doesn't pass here.
Yeah.
He's in trouble.
Mhm.
64 gig E, Windows 10. No, Paul, that's only 4 gigs of RAM.
Mm-mm.
You see where it says 4
Yeah.
GB of RAM?
Yeah.
That's got to say 16 or 32.
That's why they're giving it away.
Yeah. You think?
That's like Paul. That's like my first laptop. You know how you have my
that's
first
like
car.
that's like my cell phone.
Yeah.
Nah, cell phone might be got more power than that.
That's what I'm saying. That's more like my cell phone. Yeah.
Now see, Diane.
Shit,
Hold on.
I got
Oh,
500
you
gigs on my
got
Two
phone.
gigs of RAM. That's going to be about 1,300. It's going to be over 1,000. Now see, now she's down to 600 again.
Yeah.
So we're going back to the 16 gig.
Yo, go to Micro Center. You'll find one.
There you go. Right there.
No, we'll definitely look on. We'll look online because she needs to get off my damn computer.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna be honest about it. And she even thanked me. She's like, "Oh, thank you for letting me use your computer." And I'm
Send a
over there
link
steaming.
to the company so they could buy it and send it to you.
Yeah, see if the boss will buy it, right?
This is 32 gigs right here, right?
Oh, see, I tried to click on it. Go ahead, click on it, Paul.
At least he told it. Yeah.
I tried. No, I tried to click on it. Now, see, 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte. That's what is this? She
Oh,
wouldn't care if it
Windows
was refurbished.
It's quiet.
Hey, Diane, found one. One
Matt probably
terabyte,
looking at
32
it. You
gigs
see it,
for
Matt?
For about
Yeah.
6 and change. Full HD. It's a Dell. It's a rebuild on a Dell. Yeah.
No, you can't
32
buy
gigs
that.
of
It's a
RAM, 1
rebuild.
terabyte. The other one for 6 and change was
But where's the price at though? There ain't no price on there. You gotta click on that. They're gonna be.
yeah. You got to click on the
They're gonna
sellers.
bang
Go
you. They're
down.
gonna bang you in the
Yeah,
head.
right there,
Watch.
Paul, where it says these sellers.
Bet you $1,000, $800.
No,
Oh,
$619.
$619. Oh wow, that's not bad.
Diane
Wow.
with Prime.
Yeah,
with
632. That's not bad.
$619.
That's not bad. Wow.
That's like half.
Hey,
the
Paul,
price of the
email
other
that
one.
to me.
Okay.
Yeah, email that to me because she needs.
Want me to email it or put it in the chat?
Yeah, put it there, and then I can click
Copy
on the
the
link.
link and put it in the
Yeah, I can click on the link.
thingy.
Oh, see, someone's system is liquid cooled. Also, I see the big cooling fans.
Okay.
I see. All right. All right. See now,
New investment.
huh?
Similar to
Bit of a
mine.
new investment.
New investment. All right. Now I'm gonna have to see how far this wire
similar to
goes.
mine.
I don't know if you guys can see down here. Hold on.
Let me switch back.
Justin's. Wait a minute. Justin special. Hold on. I'll use my phone to light it up, but
I refuse to move that camera so you can see the computer.
there we go.
Oh, pretty.
Liquid cooled radiator on top. These four knobs here control the fans.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, on the top.
On hot days, you can turn the fans up.
Yeah.
It actually creates a breeze down here when I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah, I only changed that because I did
Thanks,
a live
Paul.
stream.
Mhm.
Did a live stream last year, and my entire system stopped halfway through it.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, it's
Oh,
time
get
to
outta
buy a new
here.
PC.
See,
Yeah,
now
it
I
was
have
crazy.
this
The whole thing crashed.
air coming in through here, and when it gets cold, it gets cold. It's
Yeah.
a good spot for the computer, but not
Hey,
for me.
thanks, Paul. I got it bookmarked.
Not a problem. And it said that you'd have it by Tuesday too.
Listen, I'm getting off and yo, check this out.
Hey. Ooh, check this one out.
Yeah. I copied some footage off of this hero session, and the problem with having computers and creating a folder for everything is after a while you have so many folders in so many places. What's up, Explicit? I haven't tried that setting yet. I don't know what the weather's doing tomorrow, actually. What is it doing tomorrow, Ray Herman?
It's supposed to be 50-something degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, supposed
Sunny.
to be. It was supposed to be 80 the other day, and it only hit 75.
When did it say it was supposed to be
That
80
5
degrees?
degrees matters to me.
I
Tomorrow,
didn't see anything
cloudy.
that it was supposed to be 80 degrees.
Supposed to be 52. You didn't put that in yet?
Tomorrow, supposed to be about 54 degrees, the high,
Yeah.
with a 10% chance of rain.
That's
Yesterday, it was always supposed to be 50-something degrees, and it went up to what?
Like damn near 60.
Yeah. No, it was in the 60s.
Yeah, it was.
Because I went out there like a fool, dressed for the 50s, and by the time I got to the bank,
You sweating. Yeah.
Well, all I know is to be honest, I can't leave Rockaway. I mean, it's going to get to the point where I'm not going to be able to leave the house anyway, because everyone around me is going to be coughing and yakking.
Yeah. So hey,
You know.
where you at, bro?
And-
I mean, you went to the pharmacy. That was some craziness.
You know, I don't even want to go into it. I shouldn't have had to, but I did. You're 100% right about that. I don't know where the hell I put this footage. Oh, here it is.
Uh-oh. What happened? You lost it?
I had to check. No, I had to find a folder for some stuff. I copied some stuff into my machine off of this hero session, and for some reason, I was so glad to be on my computer, I forgot the name of the folder. I named it.
I cannot find that footage that I copied from your computer onto that card that I was supposed to put into this machine.
I don't know, man.
It's a
Herman's got years of footage, just stock holding.
Listen, I'm about to do this movie.
You know.
What do you say? You're about to do a movie?
About to do a movie, full-length feature. One season into the next.
I got, look, check this out. I got external hard drives all over the place, all plugged in. It's like 4 of them right here, all plugged in. Come on, footage.
I'm not the only one that collects footage.
What? I got an 8 terabit drive upstairs with so much footage on it, yo. Forget about it.
It's for that reason I have 3 hard drives in my computer.
Yeah.
I have one for the operating system, one that I work on and I edit videos on, and then I have one when that one that I edit on starts getting full, I dump all of my completed videos onto the 3rd hard drive.
Are they all SSD hard drives?
Yeah, man.
There you go. So then you good
man.
then. You good to go then.
Yeah.
You good to go. Because they got those fusion drives now for those computers now. The same size as a regular hard drive, but they're
A little
SSD.
too steep for my pockets, Mr. Ray Moneybags.
What's that? You gotta have SSD.
Just a
Come on,
little
Sean.
bit-
You gotta have SSD.
Yeah,
Completely
you
agree.
do. If you don't, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
It makes a phenomenal difference. I mean, my OBS during my live stream that I had, the system resource didn't go above 5% the entire live stream.
Okay.
So it was literally the PC was sleeping during the whole thing. Really, it was. It
Well,
just gives you a bit of extra confidence. If you're not worried about the tech, you can relax more and enjoy the stream yourself.
well, I'm going to tell you what I went from to this liquid cooled system. When I was now, Ray, you may not notice this, but when I was flying my 3DR Solo, all right, I had a computer that when I was editing, it was so slow that if I wanted to edit it, splice it here, I had to stop here 2 seconds ahead of
Yeah.
time.
I've been
And when
there.
I would stop here, it would go 1, 2, and I would get
Yeah.
as close as possible and say, that's it, I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I went from that to cutting on my computer now, and my computer is on in about 12 seconds.
That's
You
cool.
know, so to go from that
Yeah.
computer and Herman, he's shaking his head. Herman, you used to call him Scratch Master B because he used to make videos with 2 tablets. How he did it, he showed me his setup, right, Herman?
Yeah, still got the card reader.
Mhm.
He had a card
Right
reader,
in the tablet.
right? A card reader in a tablet, and then the second tablet he would edit the footage on. But to see where the footage, what he wanted to take out, he would use the second tablet for. Oh my goodness!
If
You're
I use
mad, man.
the Shield, right?
Right.
I can go and I can plug in the card reader.
Right.
I didn't know that, Big Matt.
The Shield could pick up 4K video.
Send me a link, Matt.
So I would edit on here, the same one I would use to fly with,
Gotcha.
Right?
and watch the cache video on the other tablet
Other tablet. Yeah.
Yeah.
to see
yeah.
where I wanted to splice at.
Explicit. Have a good one,
And
bro.
the next foot,
Yes.
the next
Stay
foot
safe,
would
explicit.
put it. See you later, man.
Yeah, explicit.
What do you
For
think?
those of you who don't know, explicit's been helping me with my rates on this drone. So I'm slowly getting rid of that herky jerky, those movements. I'm slowly getting smoother.
Into the ground.
We're fine.
Your skills are growing, Lawrence. Your skills are really are
That's
getting
it,
there.
Ray. Straight into the ground.
What was that? Oh shit. Oh,
I haven't done that yet, but I've
No,
seen it done.
Herman just looked at me and said, "What was that?" He's down again. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm getting a little better. I'm
Lawrence,
crashing. Huh?
I also saw something for your drone you might want to get. Like
What?
a couple about how many drones you got?
What do you mean?
You might want to get how many-
FPV or drones in
yeah,
general?
FPV.
FPV, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You might want to get 4 sets of them. They had these little things. I saw them like on the ends of the arms. So when the guy landed, like it's like a skid plate on the bottom.
Yeah.
He said he just cut the motors and it straight up on
Like
the
a
ground.
seaplane. Like a seaplane.
Right.
No, what it is, it's this. It's a skid plate.
No. They were on
No,
the
they're
on
actually
the arms.
proper
They're
little,
on
yeah.
arms,
Yeah.
But you know what? I have
They were
to have
cool.
them I have to have them printed because John has them on. The guys, it's this one protects the battery, and I do come in and slide sometime. But the ones up here are even better. But the
It looks
battery
like
has
it
to be
takes
a
out the
top-
bunny hop.
No, the battery has to be the top mount battery. The battery has to go up here. So these would actually touch the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
know
think
what
it
you're
was a
talking
top. I think it was a top mount battery that I saw. Yeah.
It cuts down on the bunny hop.
Yeah.
You saw
Yeah.
the same ones I saw, Sean.
Yeah, I think
you saw the same
it was
time I
on-
saw it.
It was on Ken's show, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, those are. I need to speak
So
to
how did
Justin.
you
Justin is sitting
stay
on
away?
about 30 rolls of TPU. Justin Mikey Adams.
He's got more of that than he's got toilet paper.
Yeah, he's got a lot of TPU.
How did you stay awake for that whole stream?
How did I stay awake? Well, I was basically Ken's backup guy. So whenever someone wasn't available or he had space to fill, so I was on there about 3 times for about
Yeah, I saw that.
probably about 2.5 hours in total. But I just, it was just something I wanted to. He's helped me a lot with my channel, so I wanted to pay him back.
All TPU printed. All of these
Very cool.
printed up. You never have enough of them. This one holds the GoPro. This one holds a GoPro 5, 6, or 7.
Okay.
These hold Hero Sessions. You gotta have more than enough
Very
because you
cool.
never know when you're gonna go into the ground.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Big Matt has dropped the link in the chat for you, Lawrence.
Oh, thanks, Matt. He was telling me something. They had a Fusion for like $80.
Yeah, I
I
saw that.
told you that. That's
2
what I just
terabyte.
told you, boy. Like
Bookmark.
SSD.
Bookmark.
SSD.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
It's 7440. Damn.
A
Bookmark.
lot of people don't realize, but that big 3.5-inch drive, that's why they made that Fusion drive. So you didn't have to worry about doing no adapters, no plates, and having this small little drive pin to the
Thanks,
side.
Matt.
You can get the actual size. It fit right in that slot in that computer.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
that comes in handy. And I used to have a tower where I could plug in hard drives into the front, but that was only because I was doing a lot of copying data and programs and software and mirror images. For those of you who don't know about mirror images, you have a mirror image of Windows 10. So in order to install it, that mirror image on someone else's machine or 10 machines at the same time, you needed a hard drive with that mirror image. Because now programs are 6 and 7. The programs are just like so incredibly big to download software. I mean, Adobe's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Computer better be up to par messing around with that Adobe.
Yeah, so who's going for the first upgrade on the computer before this Autel Evo comes out?
Nobody. Because it ain't coming
Baloney.
out.
I have to upgrade my graphics card.
Well, I see Sean got a new machine over there. We don't know what he's got.
What happened?
See, Sean's got a new machine over there. I don't know what he's got.
Well, from the looks of it, it looks like it could handle at least 6K.
Well, it's got it's one of those graphic cards that's got like 30 gigs or something actually on the card as well.
Hold on, Sean. Did the cat knock?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Well, this is just a background to sort of pretty things up when I'm online and things. But a cat flap's just behind it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's 11's, so she's coming in. She's getting her fat ass in for her dinner.
Oh, okay. She's been out hanging out all day. Now it's time to eat. It's
exactly.
Time to eat, right? Okay.
It's one fat cat.
One fat cat, right?
That's
Sorry
all
about
right. That's all right.
Yeah, it's one of those machines that's got the memory on the graphics card as well.
Yeah.
So
Probably NVIDIA or something like that.
That's it, NVIDIA, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best, man.
I mean, I have no idea about. I mean, I know about computers, but this particular one's well beyond my experience.
Well, can you play 4K at 60 frames per second?
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. See, I can
32 gigs of RAM and onboard memory, NVIDIA.
Well,
yeah, he can play.
On Filmora Pro this evening, it took the video of my news video that I put up tonight of Libya, which was 6.5 minutes. That took 3.5 minutes to render.
Oh hell, you're good.
So
you're good.
That's half.
Because
I just needed to
I know
future-proof
Filmora. I know Filmora, and Filmora. It's usually for 4 minutes. I can usually do in 4 minutes. I can usually do about 2.5 to 3 minutes on my machine in Filmora 9.
Although I find Filmora Pro renders quicker. Actually, it's a good software.
Filmora
it's
Pro.
Obviously it's a Premiere copy. It's a Premiere clone. You know, even the timeline looks the same.
Heard
everything.
Of Filmora Pro.
You have to build everything yourself. There's no set openings and transitions.
In other words, it's more like Adobe Premiere.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to make your own transitions.
Exactly.
That's
which did push me to make my own. It pushed me to have that little animation done and things, and so it actually pushed me away from doing templates, which was quite nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why everybody liked 9 because it was a little bit of both. You know.
You could create your own presets and.
Well, you can do that with the other one. It's just that it is a little bit more of an upgrade from the last version that they had.
So y'all don't have 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 9 and I have Adobe Premiere.
9 is an upgrade.
Right.
It's in between what they used to have and a Pro.
Yeah.
The way it's set up, it's still easy. It's still more user friendly than Adobe. I wanted to get into that so bad, but I was like, I can't stop. Stop to learn that and not be able to do a decent video. It's like it would be like going backwards.
Yeah, it is. When I went from 9 to Pro, it was like going back to day one. I had nothing.
It was day and night because from what I understand is very similar to Adobe Premiere.
Yeah. But once you get there, once you hit that curve, the video quality shoots up because everything is unique. Everything is just for your videos, just for your
Well,
channel.
see,
and
what I
things,
liked
so-
about Adobe Premiere is the fact that I could render anything and make it look like a Canon 290 camera. I can make it look like a DSLR Model 1, DSLR Model 2. I could make it look like an Ultra HD. You know, big. Hey, what's up, John
You can
Spizzo?
do that to an extent in 9. You're not gonna get all of the same setups you had in Adobe or what
Right.
getting in that Filmora Pro. It's just not gonna have it, but you do have some of those settings.
And what I found actually, because there was so much missing, I kept going back and saying, "Oh, to support and saying, where can I do this in Pro? Where can I do that in Pro?" They actually gave me a 2-year license of 9, so that I can do some stuff in 9 that I need, and then bring it over as a video to Pro, whilst I was transitioning over, which I thought was quite generous of them.
You can convert from anything done in 9.
Effectively, I'm producing the video in 9 and then importing it as an MP4 into Pro. So it's
Okay.
not very useful, but it helped me at the beginning to be able to move across.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm to be honest, I've been slacking on my Adobe Premiere, and I need to get back into it. My problem is creating transitions. I can't get past that curve of creating transitions. I've gotten so used to having a template and altering the template the way I want. But in Adobe Premiere, just to make a wipe from dark to light, you have to tell it how long you want the template to be. You have to tell it whether it has to go from black to silver, from black to white. Is it a dissolve fade? Is it a multi-spectral fade? There's a lot, and you have to know each and every one of these things. And that's what deterred me from using Adobe Premiere so much. But when I edit a video and I finalize a video in Adobe Premiere, I did a social experiment. Herman knows about this. Okay. I took the Mavic 4 Pro and I put it in 4K at 30, but everybody who watched the video thought I used a Phantom 4 Pro.
Nice.
And that's what I like about Adobe Premiere. You know, you can do that with actual footage. You can add that life, that oomph that a Phantom 4 Pro does to video. If you want to see video footage pop in Adobe Premiere, look at it through a Phantom 4 Pro. There's so much stuff in there, you could actually mess up your video. And therein lies the problem with me.
That's why I keep it simple with it. If you see what I do, I could go crazy, but I keep it simple because I'm on YouTube and Facebook. I'm not about to go bananas and showing no crazy skill sets for people to view and not like your stuff that you put up.
But you see, like Anthony Charles, right? He's great at editing. He's been using Adobe Premiere for a while.
Yeah, he used After Effects. He not only he used After Effects for his transition. He's not using Premiere.
See, and therein lies the problem. When you want to do something for real in Adobe, you need to buy another part of the program.
Cause that After Effects is another level.
Right, because this guy has a transition, Sean, that he walks to his door and you see the inside of his house, and when he opens the door,
I've seen that. I saw it on the Facebook group.
But you could do that with Premiere too. It's just another adjustment layer behind.
No, that's what I'm saying. He did it in Premiere. But the layers and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It already takes me 2 hours to find music sometimes.
Lawrence, the next time you're here, I want to show you some pictures that Jalen took with the Phantom 3 Standard.
Yeah.
Now, he does not know what the hell he is doing with a camera, but I want you to see these pictures that he took.
I need to come out there this week, man, but with this coronavirus thing,
12,
man, I'm
13 years old at the time when he took the pictures.
What happened?
I was like, I didn't realize I had his SD card from his drone, and I put it in the computer. And I was like, this is Jalen stuff. And I'm like,
oh, Drone Evolution.
I didn't know he could take
he's
pictures
still at
like
work.
this.
Justin's still at work.
Yeah,
getting that overtime.
I didn't know he could take pictures.
Your boy Justin is still at work, guys. He just posted in the chat.
Send you the link.
Paul's back on, Libby.
Yeah, now hold on, Justin. I know you at work, and I know you guys are auto mechanics, but it's 6:50. I know damn well y'all ain't working now.
At Volkswagen, they closed.
No. I know what they're
Are
doing.
they catching up before the
What's
lockdown?
up?
Or?
What's up,
Mhm.
Justin? No, they're hanging out.
Well,
Chilling.
they're essential
Okay.
workers.
Well, they've
Justin-
closed the garages here. Only key workers' cars are allowed to be repaired and things.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I guess they figure for people that need to get around on the road, you have to have mechanics out
You
there.
gotta have
Yeah.
mechanics, you gotta
Just
have
like the
the
banks
parks
have to be open,
and the subway running.
and the subway. Everyone out here where I live, the bus driver's wearing a mask. You know how you get on the front of the bus?
You get
and
on
pay?
the back.
He opens the back door,
That's every
Nice.
year
and
now.
you walk on that way. And some people go up to the front and pay, but 9 out of 10 of them are going to just sitting down. But they're also sitting spaced away from each other. So about all the way up to the middle of the bus, you see passengers going to the back, spread out and separated from each other, and the front half of the bus is empty. And for the double-decker bus, the double-length buses,
Yeah.
the whole back half of the trailer.
Yeah,
has
they open the
people in
two back
front,
doors.
doesn't- Huh?
Do they open the two back doors?
Yeah, the one with 2 back doors. Yes.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah,
actually,
man.
the bus,
John Spizzo has a
has-
silver wrench.
the bus had a big red X on the front door.
Mm-hmm. And Matt, we already told him he's got to come on here on the stream. Yeah, Paul's not sleeping. Paul is shopping. When he's looking over to our left, which is his right, he has a shopping computer right there. I think he has Amazon Super Prime.
Shopping and eating at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Where's Link?
It's a special screen that Amazon installed just for him.
I know, right? When the deal pops up.
Yeah.
Okay. See that, Lars? Those are fresh.
Yeah, that's fresh, Paul. It's good to see you eating fresh food, Paul.
That and the brownies, he get those fresh. Anything that's in that freezer,
Yep, they don't last long here.
Oh boy, Sean, Paul is in love.
Yeah, we've had a few comments like that already.
She did very well. She has her own. It's not.
Yeah, I mean,
she has
once
her
she
own
practices a few
personality.
times, it's going to be fantastic. And one thing I am going to do is I'm going to put a few more light-hearted stories in there because I think she'll react, like the drone walking the dog and that type of thing. I think she'll react really well to that kind of thing. Obviously, she's coming into an area of drones that she doesn't really know that much about.
If you bring her along the way Ken Heron brought along Ashley,
Yeah,
it'll turn out perfect. It'll be a
Exactly.
great stream.
Exactly.
that thing with the drone walking the dog, that drone is cake mix the second a cat runs out there. So
yeah.
Yeah,
anything
of course.
But there's
Or
no
a
point. There's no
squirrel.
point
Or a
walking the dog with a
squirrel.
drone if you've got to record it yourself as well. Because he
Right.
stood in front of it recording it all, so it's like, well, you've kind of lost the point. It was a good joke though.
yeah, I saw that. That was funny. Did you see that one, Ray?
Lynn says Paul is going to watch the video over and over and over.
Hey, just make sure you play the adverts too, Paul.
Yeah, the advertisements, right? Right. Make sure you click on those.
I'm just getting you watch time, buddy. That's all.
I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it.
Guy's losing it.
Every minute counts.
Oh, we had a New Yorker here. His name is Stephen H. I won't give his last name. He's in our group, an
Who's
NYC
in the
group.
chat?
His drone, his Mavic Mini was 200 yards away and it hit a tree or something.
Mm-mm.
And he was able to recover it due to Find My Drone. Now, I've never had to use Find My Drone. Does it beep as you get closer? How does Find My Drone work?
It basically has a little it shows you a general location on the little map,
Yeah.
and then the drone itself starts screaming a little beep. So obviously,
Oh,
as you
get
get
outta here.
closer, you can then hear the drone beeping.
Okay, because he said it went down about 200 yards or just 200 yards away from him. And I don't know if it
But it went down in tall grass, didn't it?
I don't know where it went down. He had a picture of it upside down where he found it.
It
It looked like
tree,
like
you
a
said?
grassy area, didn't
Yeah,
he?
and those guys, His name's
Yes.
Stephen H. He had
There's a
posted-
there's a British YouTuber called Ian from London who actually tested that, only because in actual fact he tried it in too high a winds and it went way far away, and he used he did a video on how to, only because he lost his drone,
right.
it showed it on the map, the general location, and then as soon as you get close you can hear the thing screaming, which is very handy.
Okay.
It was about 20 centimeters away from the river as well, which
Oh,
was
Big
quite.
Matt says it does work. It beeps the ESCs.
That's it.
In fact, that's interesting because I just had that set up. Hadley set that up on
So
here.
it's the ESCs that
So
beep,
if
is
it
it?
goes down and if I'm looking at grass and I know it's in the area, I can throw a switch on the radio and it'll start beeping.
That's very cool.
And one of the ESCs will start making the weird noise that they make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah, it's a real scream. Yeah.
I got to check that out.
all
very
right.
cool.
Well,
So next time I see you, Lawrence, you'll put your
and the
drone
mic
across
can
the
be on
street.
toast level.
Herman's going to be trying to crash Lawrence's drone next time,
Yeah.
so that
No, no,
he
we just put it-
he can watch
we
him
just-
find it.
We'll just put it across the street and then go back and then hit the find my drone.
Nice. Yeah.
I hope we don't have a situation like Mike had.
What
He said he
happened?
saw the drone going down the street.
Michael,
You know,
Can you imagine that?
no, I couldn't because
Find my
as the
like, you
drone
get
was
closer and you see the drone moving away from you.
moving away, I would have been moving to intercept it. You know, it's now if the streets were crowded, it might have been hard, but I don't think while he was flying, they were too crowded.
Oh, okay.
But that is messed up though. You see the drone walking away on the map, making a left turn around this corner. You know, going that's kind of messed up.
That's scary.
Yeah, you better start hustling.
All right, one
Hurry
second.
catch up to him.
Are we gonna do a drop right here?
Sure. Let's get
Okay.
this drop. Ready?
Yeah.
Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by
Those
Blue
guys.
skies.
So yeah,
All right.
they're about to get
I have
out.
to go get pizza. I'll be right back.
You gotta go get pizza.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, okay. The stream will probably be over by the
Yeah.
time you get back.
Do you know, we've had a really good innovation in this country in the last week. Firstly, all of the Formula One racing teams have come together to use their 3D printers to produce ventilators. And
Okay.
two of our major vacuum companies, Dyson, if you've heard of Dyson,
Yeah.
they've converted their factory and just had an order for 10,000 ventilators from the government.
Okay.
So there's some amazing innovation coming out of this as well, which I think is just shows that we really do have that ingenuity to come up with real solutions, because that's really going to save lives.
Mhm. Yeah, they said that the automakers were switching over to making medical supplies and stuff like that.
Yeah, a wartime footing, I
Night,
believe they
Lana.
call it.
But that'd be good because at least they could do something because they're all gonna be crying for a damn buyout or payback
Yeah.
or whatever they call
Well, they're
that.
gonna get it regardless.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like if you're gonna give it to them, let them come out with something. They have the capability of doing it, you know.
Yeah, we've in this country they've just the corporation taxes, rents, that type of thing have all been pushed off for 3 months. The government's also
Guys,
guaranteeing.
I got to get out of here. Unfortunately, it's dinner time. It's been fun. I'll see you around,
Okay.
Herman. I'll contact you.
Enjoy your pizza, sir.
Thank you, man. Later.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, and the government's also guaranteeing people's salaries up to 80% if they're laid off as well, just to give people a bit of But of course, our population is so much lower, and the entire UK fits something like 5 times into Texas, so our problems are on a tiny scale compared to the scale that's even New York State, that's facing New York State. So it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, well, hopefully it gets better soon. They want to open back up the country on Easter. I don't know how that's going to be possible, but hey,
Yeah, we'll see.
But,
Although I don't know if it's a blip or not, but our deaths have gone down today for some reason. I don't know if that'll suddenly blip back up. Obviously I hope not. Touch wood for everyone that's unwell.
Well, I don't know if they've had any new cases, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything today.
I think the last I heard is New York had 4 times as many cases as we do as an entire country.
Mhm.
It's just such a an acceleration, isn't it? So,
But you got people getting tested now, you know.
yeah,
Right.
That's the
exactly,
problem. Yeah.
exactly.
Which is good
Yeah, oh,
because
absolutely.
you know if you
Test-
got it, you sit your ass down somewhere now.
exactly. And there's also the antibody
my
test as well,
grandpa.
isn't there? So,
Yeah, man.
My grandfather used to say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Go in the house and sit your ass down somewhere.
Exactly.
But I'd like to thank all the guys in the chat for stopping in and hanging out with us. I'd like to thank you also and apologize for the problems I had earlier with this with Zoom. It was a little setting issue. I worked it out and got it fixed and got on. But like I said, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me in the panel. I'd like to thank the guys on the panel for coming and hanging out. And I'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101 with those guys.